I'm Avantika and I welcome you to another episode of The Power of Data, an insightful series based on the significance of data in a world that is governed by data. Friends, we know that India has the second largest road network in the world after the United States. It is hard to believe that road connectivity in rural India has remained as a moot point even in the third decade of the 21st century. The country's road network transports 64.5% of all goods and is used by 90% of total passenger traffic for commute. To throw more light on this topic and discuss it with us today, we have with us Dr. Arushi Jain, who is the Associate Director at the Bharati Institute of Public Policy and uses data extensively for the research work in her institution. Welcome to the studio, ma'am.
Thank you, Avantika, for having me here.
Ma'am, let's begin by understanding the importance of road connectivity and what we mean by all-weather road in India.
Road networks are a key element for economic growth, and this is there for each and every country. And when we talk about specifically the all-weather roads, these are very definitive, indicators of rural development in a country.
I see.
So, if I talk about all-weather roads, the Indian Roads Congress defines the all-weather roads as those roads that are negotiable in all weathers except at major river crossings.
Okay.
Presently, many villages have kacha roads which are not even good for riding a four-wheeler vehicle. During the rainy season, the situation becomes even worse. And I'm sure, Avantika, you must have witnessed so much of this when you travel to the villages across the country. So it is very difficult, even for an ambulance, to enter a village in case of a health emergency.
I can understand, ma'am. And ma'am, why would you say that the rainy season makes matters worse?
Rainy season is very imperative. India receives about 80% of the total annual rainfall only during the monsoons. Most of the rivers are flooded with rainwater and villages remain cut off from the mainland and the market centers.
Okay.
So, incidence is relatively high in underdeveloped states of the country, and we have a lot of data that actually confirms this trend.
Okay, so ma'am, if we were to look at numbers, how grave would you say the current situation is with respect to rural road connectivity?
This is a very interesting question. And a very recent data, the Mission Antyodaya report 2019, talks about this data extensively. Road connectivity in rural India is a major challenge. And if I talk about the exact data from the Mission Antyodaya report, there are about 6.5 lakh villages where about 70% of the total population of the country lives.
I see.
About 30% of the villages, which is approximately 2 lakh villages, do not have all-weather roads.
Oh.
So, the positive point here is that there is a progressive rise in the growth of rural roads since independence.
I see.
If I take the data from 1950, the total length of rural roads was 2 lakh kilometers, which has now increased to 44 lakh kilometers in 2017-18 as per the information of Ministry of Road and Transport of Government of India.
I see. Ma'am, can you tell us something about the efforts made by the government in improving this current situation that we have around road connectivity?
Government has been putting in a lot of effort.
Okay.
And today, road connectivity has become a major priority of the government. If we look at, data, and if we look at even the budget estimates and the budgetary allocations, you will see a very positive and healthy trend.
Okay.
Though the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, which we generally call as PMGSY, that allocates a lot of fund for rural roads and the road connectivity. This scheme was initially launched in 2000, and government has been aiming to provide all weather roads to all eligible unconnected habitations with a population of 500 people in the plains and 200 people in hilly regions.
I see.
So, this scheme has been working well, and looking at the budgeted estimates of PMGSY, there is a very healthy trend that we look at right now.
All right.
The budget estimates of 2022-23, just released very recently in the month of February itself, the allocation stands at rupees 19,000 crores, which is a 39% jump in expenditure from 13,688 crores in 2020-21. So the government's focus on improving the road connectivity is visible through the budgetary allocations that are there, but overall, there is a long way to go. There is progress that we can see, but I think it will take time, and with the kind of efforts that are being put in, I'm sure the data will speak its own language in the times to come.
It sure will, ma'am. I think data undoubtedly is extremely powerful, and we thank you so much for this insightful conversation today.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Friends, you can explore the Mission Antyodaya dataset on www.indiadataportal.com and make interesting visualizations. Till we meet again in the next episode, stay safe and stay tuned.